center stage, it's the Raiders' veteran linebacker. He was terrific defensively last week with 11 tackles. It's the Raiders and the Vikings, next on EA Sports.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. To about the 35, second down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 15 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passes, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. You don't see that a ton, do you, with the quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
1st and 10, Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Vikings at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And complete, right side to Cook. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Play fake, here's Willis. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Jacobs to start the drive. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you
saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call it a drive of success. Yes,
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Max Crosby from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific.
Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a...
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all total. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Carr completes it. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now Carr. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
I think this one went away very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. 3rd down, it's Willis. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Willis out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Malik Willis taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Quickly a slant to Renfro. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams from a yard out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. They'll start with the option. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Willis. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 2nd down and 4. The final shot here before half for Carr. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Meanwhile, Willis' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Even against double coverage, he's found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 37. And quickly they get to the line. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. He's got his man. It's taken on for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr going to throw. find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Vikings are going to have here at the 9-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And it looks like we've got a Raider here slowing it up. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one and another first down. On 1st down, Willis sliding out of the pocket. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to Nwangu. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now here's the option play going left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it. And this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Willis looking to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is Pinion under pressure, and they got to him again. Pretty play getting in there and burying him behind the line.
How about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He's got a man, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Dancing to his left. And this one too low.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Quinny Pay picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now a shot taken on 4th down. It's going to end up incomplete.
Give a big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a throw.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Cook. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Willis. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Raiders heading out to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. From the 24, Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. This is caught. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The quick slant caught. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. Now leaving with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goal is probably not going to count at this point. This was touchdown or bust. And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And now they're in the hurry-up. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.